Hello and welcome to T.I.N.Y.D.E.C.A, or today news you don't even care about, and from what I've seen, you don't. Today is going to be an interesting one. We're not going to be talking about anything that happened with the royal family, so let's just jump into it, shall we? First story, Switzerland has joined 5 other European countries in the banning of full facial coverings in a 51.2 to 50% vote in favor. This will ban burqas, niqabs, and others. There will be those who will claim that this is against religion to do this, but the fact is, it's a religious choice to wear these normally, and not something anyone has to do. This ban will only be in effect in shops or restaurants or public streets. Those who wear them will be allowed to in places of prayer or places where native customs will be held. Face coverings such as masks will still be allowed as long as they are for health and safety. I may sound insensitive or maybe wrong, but I would agree with this. I don't feel anyone should cover their faces. Masks are different, of course, but personally, I have a hard time feeling safe around anyone who may be wearing a full facial covering. It does seem a little weird to do this right now with everything else going on. However, I feel like they could have focused on more important things, but I do understand why they made this decision, and I'm glad that there was a vote on it, so it was fair. On to the next. Gotta love Twitter. There's only so much you can say in 280 characters. Yet somehow Burger King still messed up. They started by tweeting, "Women belong in the kitchen." They then followed with more tweets clarifying what they meant. Other things they tweeted were if they wanted to do, of course, but only 20% of chefs are women, and we're on a mission to change the gender ratio in the restaurant industry by empowering female employees with the opportunity to pursue a culinary career. Burger King received backlash and multiple hate tweets in relation to what they said, as most just read the first tweet and went off that. Burger King only continued with another tweet defending their words by saying, "Why would we delete a tweet that's drawn attention to a huge lack of female representation in our industry? We thought you'd be on board with this as well. We launched a scholarship to give more of our female employees a chance to pursue a culinary career." This is an interesting one for sure. While it might appear sexist, if you dig into it, all the tweets I can see what they are trying to do. Get the message out about having more women in the workplace. I get it. However, this seemed like a rather weird way to do it. And if it was done just to get people talking and reactions, it accomplished that. I feel like they could have worded this better, but in the end, I think it brought more eyes to it. And honestly, I don't think Burger King will suffer all this much for it. On to the next. Here is a story that I'm honestly quite happy about. Let's start with what's happened first, though. Two pieces of legislation that would create stronger background checks on firearm sales were approved by the House of Representatives. It is going to be used to further stop those who may be prohibited from getting guns. This legislation will also criminalize private gun sales without an FBI background check as well. It will stop gun transfers without a check as well. According to one of the sponsors, unconfirmed claim, this bill is supported by 90% of Americans, though it is only passed by a 227 to 203 vote. In my personal opinion, this is nothing but a good thing. I'm not a person who likes how the gun laws work in America, but this is a step in the right direction. I'm all for making it harder for idiots or people who shouldn't have guns not get guns. This won't stop those that already have the guns, and I'm sure there will always be ways around it. But like I said, I see this as a good step. You cannot convince me otherwise. This is to me is one of the best options they've done so far, and I'm excited to see where they're going to go next. Well, that's been T.I.N.Y.D.E.C.A, or today in news you don't even care about, and trust me, you don't. There's been a lot of media this week, mainly about what's been going on with the royal family. I am choosing not to talk about it at all because to me that's not important. There are other things going on in the world, and that's why I avoided those topics today. Either way, these were my topics for this week that interested me. Tell me what you think about them down below. That'd be much appreciated. If you disagree with me, if you agree with me, I just want to hear opinions. Other than that, subscribe, all that fun stuff, all that jazz. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.